Cuckoo.
Changed to 3-2. Oh, there. Looks in a big circle. It's going on for 3-2. Not sure. Yep. I think. I don't know. Okie dokie, good afternoon folks, how are we all doing? A very warm welcome to Leeds Bradford, where at the moment we are on runway 14 and the wind is straight across the runway. It's quite blowy actually, guys. I have put Crosswinds in today's title. It's the wind is straight across from the south and it's quite breezy. We have a Jet 2 on finals, a couple of miles out, coming in from Malaga. That is a 737-800. Another 738 of Jet 2 just taxiing out as well. TUI and Ryanair on stand, 7 and 8. There's another Jet 2 on the stand further down. Plenty to come this afternoon. It's looking reasonably busy, including another Sun Express and the start of Arini to Guernsey. I thought it was the start today.
I don't think so, it's been coming in for a couple of weeks.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okie dokie. So Tom's behind the camera.
Yep, hello everyone.
Luive is first in the chat. Hello to you. Patrick Corsack is second in the chat. Hello, Patrick. Dan Fretwell. How did you get on at Parkrun this morning, Dan? Very warm welcome to you. I actually had my fastest parkrun this year, this morning. Just a couple of seconds over 20 minutes. Tony Christie, good afternoon. Rab Bam, how are you doing? Skies are very, very black at the moment and it's coming straight towards us. I'm hoping it's not going to rain. It did say it could be a shower. I have brought the brolly just in case. Nick Schofield, hello Nick. Karen Glenn, very good afternoon. Right, here we go then. Jet 2, 737-800 from Malaga, just about to touch down. Benjamin Sumner, hello. And that's stopped nice and quickly to make the turn down Delta. Supermod Sarah, aka Midnight Star. Hello Sarah, how's Scarborough? Queenie, hello Dawn, how are you doing? Also upgrading a membership to first class as well. Many, many thanks, that's lovely support. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you, Queenie.
Amelia, hello. Yeah, thank you. Chris Smith, how are you doing, Chris? Chris is in the blooming pub again. He's having a right life. Keddy, hello to you. TJ Aviation, hello. Just Aviation, how you doing? Jeff in Mass, hello. And Queenie Dawn has sent 5 Blue Sky memberships. And they've gone to some of our regulars, so that's fantastic.
Thank you, Queenie.
Thank you so much.
It's very kind.
And yeah, very kind indeed. Queenie's just back from the Canaries. Right, Jet 2 down in the loop, just about to line up. Yeah, thanks, Don. Terry Cook, hello. Yeah, cheers, Dan. It's not a bad time yourself. Went to Horton this morning in Bradford, which is it's half up, half down, three laps, or 3.5 laps. Paul Smith, hello, Paul. And it was a Horton Park Run's 10th anniversary this morning. That's why we went there. Ian Forrest, hello. Mark Hunter, hello Mark. So don't forget guys, we're in this location for runway 14. We are behind the fence, so once they lift off, I'm afraid that's it, they're gone. The fence gets in the way and some trees. But we've got a nice view of the runway until the lift off, a nice view of the approach as well, and a good view of the terminal. Michael Holling, hello. Sending that one in your direction. That was Jet 2 to Newcastle. I thought that rotated earlier. That must have been empty. Jonathan RP, hello Jonathan. Gemma Proctor, hello Gemma. Isaac, how you doing? Linda, hello Linda. Jimmy Plays, hello Jimmy. I can hear a helicopter, Tom. Or a light air. Oh, it's up there, look. Where? Think you can get that? Light air.
See it.
There, it's in grey.
Oh yeah.
The light aircraft is passing by. Adrian Burrows down in Skipton. Hello Adrian.
Where is it?
Yeah, good luck. It's like a needle in a haystack. You might want manual focus for that one, Tom. Nick Watts. Hello, Nick. Nick, thanks for contacting us earlier on. I'll speak to you later on about that one. That's very kind, much appreciated. Michael Thomas, hello. Graham Tannehill. Hello, Graham. Just Aviation, I have absolutely no idea if we're around on the 17th. Blimey, that's weeks away. We tend to make it up day by day. Maruda in Harrogate, hello. Yeah, don't forget there's some golfers on the tee behind us as well, so I might have to be fairly quiet at times. That is the Global Express on multi-flight. That's the regular Canadian one that tends to spend most of its life here.
Is it something else behind it? Is it a Phenom 300?
It could be. Ah, yeah, I see it. It could be a Phenom. Sadly, the Legacy 9HIMP, the one in the fantastic colour scheme, has been and gone, I'm afraid. I was not in time for that one today. Paul Usher, hello Paul. TJ says, what's coming that Leeds today? There is quite a few. It's a look on. If you have a look on Flight Radar, look on the arrivals board. There's quite a few. It's looking reasonably busy. A couple of different things as well. Sun Express is a nice one later. I think that's about 4 o'clock. We've got the TUI as well. TUI's actually got its beacon on, so that's going to push back any second. John Lister, hello John. Oh, Laura Bradshaw, hello Laura. Says it's chucking it down in Cone and it's heading our way. Oh great, thanks for that. Yeah, it does look rather black out west. I have brought the umbrella. But we didn't want to use it, did we, Tom?
Sorry?
The umbrella.
No, not really.
Yeah, I think they've made a bit of a boo-boo with the forecast. The other day when I looked for Saturday, it was showing sunny all day and about 20 odd degrees, and it was looking fantastic. And well, they've got the temperature right. The temperature's pretty warm, but it's yeah, not very nice at the moment. Lots of dark, angry-looking clouds about.
What are these guys up to?
There's the ops car. Has he found something? What's he found? Be out looking for FODs. Has he found something? He's found a pound. TJ says, what's the biggest plane that can land here? It's the well, the biggest plane that has landed here is the 747-300. So the TUI is going out to Palma. Paul Emerson, good afternoon to you. Kenji's got the rainy emoji. Oh dear. We don't want rain. We've had enough of rain. High up. Tom's looking on flight radar. There's a US Air Force Hercules out to the west, making its way up towards Prestwick. Yeah, they do seem to get some nice planes in Prestwick. It's not a busy airport, but what they do get's pretty good. Life should be more fair. Hello to you. Jeff in Mass, hello. Tony, how are you doing? Power Rangers, hello to you. And Martin Jenkins, hello Martin. Shredderhead, how are you doing? Helicopter over there. So yeah, like I said, we're in a cracking location for runway 14 touchdowns. Just hoping to stay on runway 14. The wind's straight across at the moment. It does say it might back round a bit towards more favouring 3-2 later on, so we might have to I never know, up sticks and move at some stage, but fingers crossed they're going to stay on 14. Mr. B out and about, hello. Oh dear, there's been a rain shower in Skipton as well. I think we can see that out towards the to the west. That looks to be moving up sort of around us, which is a good thing. I'm hoping them showers stay to the west. Alan Lee up in Newcastle has sent us a £5 super chat. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you, Alan.
And in return, we've just sent you a Jet 2. 738 that's just took off. It's heading up towards you. But many thanks, that's very kind.
Yep, cheers, Alan.
Farjon, how you doing? Ashley Smith, hello Ashley. We've got to give Lynn a shout out as well. Hello Lynn. Paul says, is it the TUI that crashed at Leeds? I'm not sure. Let me have a look on Flight Radar.
Didn't that get moved to Canada for, was it Sunwing?
I'm not sure what happened to it, but no, this is not the same aircraft. This is a Golf Tango Uniform Kilo Oscar. It was Whiskey Delta that went skidding off the runway here. Apparently that was down to a broken bolt.
What was the crash?
Yeah, it was some bolt sheared. And ended up, I'm not sure which bolt, but there was a bolt that sheared and ended up skidding off the runway. We were sort of here as well, wasn't we, Tom? But the weather was just so unbelievably bad. We couldn't even video it, never mind stream it. It was horrific. Joanne Ingham, hello Joanne. Very warm welcome. We actually got quite a few rude comments for mentioning the word crash, didn't we, Tom? When we posted a little something on, was it Facebook or YouTube or whatever it was? A lot of people saying it didn't crash. It left the runway, it skidded off onto the grass, it crashed. Luckily nobody was hurt. Adrian, no, says a monsoon in 3 minutes. I hope not, it looks fairly reasonable behind us. If you're going off what you're getting in Skipton, Adrian, I can see that in the distance, and that is not going to come here. It's drifting on by towards the east. We've missed that shower. Hope you've not got your eye on something on the radar that's heading our way. And yeah, no, Paul, it's not the same plane. Clive Bowyer. Hello, Clive. Right, so TUI to Palmer, taxiing out. All right again. Just Aviation saying, do you think we'll get any bigger planes at Leeds? It would be nice, wouldn't it? But the way aviation is at the moment, it's not looking very promising. I think the best we can hope for early is an A321 Neo. Which, I think the Dreamliners could get in here. Maybe the best we could hope for is maybe Caribbean charters by TUI in the winter time. But I think if anything from the Middle East or America came, that would be with A321s. Richard Joy, hello Richard. Jeff in Masters, is the rain inbound or outbound? I hope it's neither. You can see the sky above the TUI. That's in Adrian Burrow's direction out towards the west. That's probably what's just been over Skipton, and that is not heading our way. That's drifting down the northern side. Fingers crossed, it might be okay. Do you want a sweet, Tom?
Yes, please.
Well, then, we're on the jelly babies today, guys. There you go. Lots of Jaffa cake in sight.
Is this 4 streams in a row of no Jaffa cakes? What we're doing?
Sorry, I'm just eating my jelly baby. I think it could be. We need to have a word with ourselves, don't we? I'll get some tonight for tomorrow's stream. Truckman, how are you doing? Truckman saying it was the Corfu flight that ended up in the mud. I wasn't sure about that one actually, but yeah, I think you're right. But no, it wasn't this aircraft, it was a Whiskey Delta, Golf Tango Alpha Whiskey Delta that skidded off. Was that last year, Tom, or the year before?
Was it the year before?
I can't remember, it seems a while ago. Yeah, Midnight Star, thank you for that. It's the easiest way to support the channel. Just tap the like button for us. It helps the channel. It makes me and Tom happy. It's very kind. Thank you very much. Right, nothing on the approach that I can see, so this Tui should be cleared to line up. Jimmer says, what colour jelly baby did you just have? I had yellow. What were yours, Tom?
Can't remember. I think it might have been green.
Right, here we go. 2E2 Palmer. Not many aircraft on the ramp at the moment, which is good news because it means there's plenty to arrive. In fact, I see lights in the sky, so we've got an aircraft on finals. About 3 or 4 miles out. Donald Kelly, hello Donald. Andy Foster's Travels, hello Andrew. Truckman says that aircraft that did skid off the runway here the other year is in service, operating out of Gatwick at the moment. Just aviation, no, there's no chance of getting an A380 here. Absolutely no chance. Rocking Heck 2, hello. And Flower, good afternoon. So Jet 2 to Dubrovnik 733 is pinging. That might be the next departure. On finals, another Jet 2. Another 733 as well. It's another one of the oldies. The old classics coming in from Almeria. Life should be more fair, says, does Tom know if Leeds United have bought anybody big yet?
Transfer window's not open yet.
So there's your answer, that's a no.
So not yet.
I was talking to the next door neighbour today, Tom. It was a bit more optimistic about them staying up than you are. Oh, look at this, crabbing into the wind. Whoa! Whoa, he's wobbling. Flower saying, will we be live Tuesday afternoon? Probably not. We've got work and school. If we do one, it will be in the evenings. So there we go. That's Fox Golf 733 from Almeria. Right. Jump. Mr. S, how are you doing? You could certainly see the crosswind as that was coming down on the final approach. Looking at this windsock at the side of us, Tom, it's almost pretty calm, but it's I think it's been sheltered by the trees. It is actually quite windy.
Straight crosswind as well.
Yep. Mark Hunter's been on the Dubrovnik flight. Other side, not Paul. A young lad, I don't know his daughter's name. Ian Evans, good afternoon. Power Ranger says, what are they building on the grass? I believe that is 2 new stands that they're making a start with. There's a grand total over the next coming years of 10 to be built, but they're making 2 initially. Michael Gallant in Alabama, USA. Very good afternoon. Or maybe good morning to you. Might be a right good one. And yeah, Flower, no, we'll not be streaming Tuesday afternoon, unless if we come up it would be an evening stream. I finish work at 4:30, So the earliest I could possibly be live for on an evening is around about 6 o'clock. And if I went all the way home to get you, Tom, I think we'd be looking at 7 o'clock. Hence, that's why I sometimes do evening streams on my own. And there's an aircraft on finals a couple of miles out.
It looks small.
That's because it is small. It's a PC-12. Golf Papa Kilo Hotel Alpha. I believe this is based here. Coming in from Wick, up in Scotland. Michael says it's 9:15 in the morning over there, so yeah, good morning to you. 3:15 in the afternoon here. Look at the lights on this flashing away. Ian Evans, enjoy your Murgatroyds. We had a look at that last night. There was queuing out of the door, so we drove straight past. Wasn't getting into that queue, was we, Tom?
No. It would have taken, what,
hours.
Half an hour?
Andy Wilson, hello Andy. Ooh, Flower says that flight at 6 o'clock. You never know then, we might just make that. We sometimes do Leeds streams. Keep your eye on Facebook. If I'm going to do it, I will post it on there. Steve Jones, Danny's dad. Hello, Steve. And Mike D. How are you doing, Mike? Blowing the flies away.
Yep, crawling all over me.
Yep, that's the downside to this warm weather. There's flies everywhere. Yeah, Just Aviation saying there's an Aer Lingus due this afternoon. There's quite a few different bits and bats as well. Arini, Sun Express, Jet2s, Ryanairs. Nothing like Manchester, but it's nice for Leeds. Laura Maloney, hello Laura. Right, next aircraft about to join the ILS is Jet2 from Ibiza, or Ibiza. Never known quite how to pronounce that. Some people say Ibiza, some people say Ibiza. And it will be another 300 series 737. Tom, Aero Mexico going straight over the top at the moment. You can just see it through the haze. Sadly, we can't point the camera up. It's through the top of the barbed wire.
Very hazy today.
It's very hazy up there. Ryanair from Lanzarote just downwind as well. That looks to be coming around maybe to be number 2 to land.
This Ryanair's just pushing back as well.
There's also a Jet2, I think it's number 3 to land, coming in from Faro, 737-800. So plenty of arrivals coming up all of a sudden. There's an Aer Lingus from Belfast as well, so that's at least 4 inbounds. I've just seen we've passed 100 likes. Thanks, guys. So the Ryanair pushing back, going out to Girona in northern Spain. You can probably hear the Aer Lingus, it's just going through the overhead at the moment. Right, here we go then, Jet 2 from Ibiza. Slightly crabbing into the wind. Whoa, crabbing a lot. Executed perfectly for the left turn onto taxiway Delta. Couldn't have done that better. Yeah, Cosmo Joe says a plane full of hangovers. And worse. Ooh, Shredderhead says that was a 10. Perfect landing. Did seem to be going rather quickly, and then it's got the speed off absolutely perfectly. Anybody that's not familiar with Leeds, if they miss that turn off, they've got to do a 180 on the runway and backtrack, and then turn off down that taxiway. So they do try and get the speed off and get down there, so they don't have to do the 180 backtrack. Flower says, where's that plane going to? The one that people are getting onto? Not too sure. You can't really give you the destinations until they pop up on flight radar, which is just about when they're ready to taxi out. So as the passengers are getting on, I'm not too sure. Andy Foster's Travels, been there, got that t-shirt, and couldn't do that these days. I'll be on my back. Right, next aircraft on finals. Just a mile out, Tom.
I know. I'm on it.
Karen, hey, good afternoon, Karen. So this is the Ryanair from Lanzarote, good old Lanzarote. It is an 800 series 737, it's not a MAX. Crabbing into the wind. I just felt a spot of rain, Tom.
Don't do it.
Yeah, nicely done. This will definitely get the speed off. Victor's Fort, right down in New Zealand. A very good afternoon. Good night, good morning. I've no idea what time it is down there. Can't get much further away than that. Very warm welcome to you. Stuart Hodge just sent us a £3 super sticker. Thanks, Stuart. We will feed that back into the channel. Much appreciated, buddy.
Thank you, Stuart.
He says, buy yourself some Tesco Jappers. Ooh, okie dokie. Thanks, buddy. Terry Ferro in Florida, hello to you. Says, any specials? It's Leeds, innit? We don't get that many specials. But we've got the Sun Express, I suppose that's special for Leeds. You never know, something might turn up. Jake Smith, hello Jake. I think a few of you guessing in the chat where it might be going. It's the 737 over there. I do tend to wait until it tells me on flight radar. Or 9 times out of 10 I end up getting it wrong. Andy Foster's Travels, you get about a bit, don't you? Spent a month touring in New Zealand back in the 90s. Wow. Right, next arrival will be the ATR of Aer Lingus from Belfast. We'll see how it handles the crosswind. It is blowing. It's really blowing at the moment, guys. Mike says, I doubt Delta goes to Leeds. There's no American carriers in Leeds. Unfortunately. Look at this, crabbing into the wind. Wind's coming from about a southerly direction. So as we're looking at this now, the wind's coming from left to right. Yeah, Stuart says there's no American carriers in Manchester either, which is yeah, it's a shame for us. I do like to see the American stuff. The last time we saw some, Tom, was in Dublin, wasn't it?
Yeah, it will have been. The lid on top of the lens.
Rod Gill, Mr. Manchester, how's it going, Rod? Right, we might have to put the lens cover on, Tom. It is starting to rain, guys.
Go on then, quick.
Point this in my direction. Right, sorry about this, guys. We're going to have to put the rain cover on, and it's one of them iffy ones. Oh, that's gone on okay this time. There you go. Andreas Maher in the US. Hello to you, a warm welcome. Right, Jet 2 from Faro, next to land. Uh-oh, Rod says there's weather avoidance going on to the north of Manchester. That does mean there's rain about then, doesn't it? Hope we don't get too wet. Looking back on Stuart's comment, in the olden days with the 707s and the Tu-154s, it was they were nice to see at Leeds, wasn't they? The only downside to back then, apart from them, it was really quiet, wasn't it? There wasn't much else going off. At least these days we do have a lot more traffic. It's just not quite as exciting. You alright with that on? Does it matter?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll do. Right. It's got to be really zoomed in all the time. You have to go round here. You never been round? Yeah, it's about the same distance. You can go right round. And there's only one, like a bit of a muddy mound about that high. It's not as high as it. So there's only one spot for somebody else to go out there. He took a battering. Right, nice to meet you.
Oh, cheers, mate.
I think that was high flying aviation that stood at the side of us. Nice to meet you, buddy. Gillian, is it Keen or Kian? A very good afternoon. Who's got relatives flying out this afternoon? Well, I hope we're still here to catch them. Son and girlfriend flying out on Ryanair to Parma. What time's that one going out then? Because the one that's pushed back at the moment, that's going out to Girona. Not sure what that's doing down there, Tom. It's been parked like that for a few minutes now.
No, it pushed back about 15 minutes ago.
He's off again, look. Andy Foster's Travels is going to Rhodes this time. You must spend more time in the air than you do on the ground. I'm very jealous. Ooh, Jeff in Mass has got an Aer Lingus model. That's a model I don't think you've got, is it, Tom? An Aer Lingus?
I'm not sure. I think I do, actually.
Have you? What type?
Yes, I do. A320.
Don't recall seeing that one. Graham says 5:15. Yeah, we might still be here for that one. About an hour and a half away, isn't it? Not doing a mega stream today, guys. Maybe 2 or 3 hours. We're not going to go nuts. We'll be streaming again tomorrow as well. Oh, nice one, Patrick. Says there's a thunderstorm coming. Oh. Oh, we're used to them, aren't we? We're all right. Get that.
Hmm?
That's it. Spurs attack, hello.
Looks like we might not see the arena today. An hour late and showing unknown.
Oh dear. Thought they got shuttled then. Danny Talk Sport, hello to you. Right, that Ryanair's just about to taxi away, Tom, finally. Richard Norris, hello Richard. Devil's Advocates, how you doing? Ah, Patrick says they've done away with the Saturday flight at the arena. It's just on Wednesdays now. That's a shame. Yeah, that's another thing on Saturday gone. They seem to, yeah, Saturdays are not what they used to be. Stuart says it's non-op for the next few weeks due to an aircraft shortage. Thanks, Stuart.
That is arena. So it's just for the next few swims, is it?
Patrick says we've got a Jet 2 from Skiathos, just over 10 minutes out. Jamie Pickles, how are you doing, Jamie? Alan Johnson, hello to you. Stuart mentioning that yeah, Virgin 74 that took off from here back in whenever it was, 80s, 90s. It was yeah, I saw a picture of that. I've seen no video clips, but looked quite spectacular.
Why was he there?
No idea. Apparently it took off and then just banked straight around here. Jamie says his parents took off at on the TUI flight to Mallorca. We saw them. We saw that one take off. Sorry, Jamie's girlfriend and her parents. Is there? I think we're getting whatever's behind here, aren't we? There's a bit back. Steve Hurst and David Hill, good afternoon. I think this Ryanair must be a bit early on its slot. It's waited on the stand on the ramp for quite a long time and now it's holding in the loop. Nothing on finals. Patrick says Ryanair's waiting for the weather to clear up. It's not that bad at the moment. Does that come from the tower, Patrick? Have you got your scanner on? Maybe there's bad weather in the climb out. Ah, the weather in Giro. Ah, they're having bad weather in Spain, are they? Well, it's taxiing forward now. Stuart says Arini starting 14th of June and back on Saturdays. So we'll be missing for a couple of weeks. Here we go, Ryanair to Girona. Nice. Yeah, it's not easy for you to on behind the fence, is it? I must admit, it's tricky.
No, not really.
Susan Bowskill, hello Susan. Jet 2 from Skiathos, just about to turn base leg. That's going to be with us in the next few minutes. Do have a Jet 2 to Dubrovnik. Should be pushing back any second. It's pinging. Yeah, I think they made a boo-boo with the weather forecast today. I'm sure there wasn't forecasting thunderstorms. Big cells around like there is at the moment.
What's that? Rain. It rained today.
.co.uk.
Here's the Jet 2 pushing back.
Right, so this is out to Dubrovnik. 300 series, 737. Yeah, Mr. B, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Get above this blooming fence. Giro, hello to you. And Mike Clipsham. Afternoon, Mike. Devil's Advocate says, any sign of Mo? He was working last night. It was, I think he pushed back the Sun Express last night. Oh, that's a point. Last night's stream as well, we played it back when we got home, and yes, we could see the guys in the tower waving. It was quite hard to see. It was quite a long way away, but yeah, we could clearly see them waving. Nat Plays, hello to you. Says, how do you get to this location? It's a public footpath. It runs all the way around the airfield. You can parking's depends how you come in. If you're parking, you can park. You can abandon your car somewhere up near the crash gate as long as you don't restrict the exit or entrance. And yeah, you just follow the fence. It's a public footpath. It is very, very overgrown. You need your big boots. Don't come in any good clothing. You'll rip it to bits. Lots of brambles and trees and spiky things and flies and wasps and bees. It's not the it's not the best of places, but yeah, it does get you close. Sadly, you are behind the fence. Aircraft on finals, Tom. It's Jet 2 from Skiathos, about a mile out. If you're coming on via public transport, you'd need to get off somewhere down near Murgatroyds, and there is you can just follow the public footpath up through the field and then behind the hangars. Hi Flying Aviation, lovely to meet you. Hope you got some nice photos. Right, here we go, Jet 2 from Skiathos. Bosh. Mike says, where's Marjolein? I would imagine, well, she mods for Simon Lowe down at Manchester on a Saturday, and I presume he might have finished by now. He tends to finish around about between 3 and 4 o'clock, so if he's still on, she'll be there. And then she does tend to nip off down to the supermarket between his stream and our stream, so yeah, she'll be in. It's not often she misses a stream. Jane Clark always comes in with some colourful emojis. How are you doing, Jane? Yeah, Devil's Advocate says he has finished, so yeah, she's probably popped down to the shop. 2 Jet 2s have pushed back. This Jet 2 taxiing in. Another Jet 2 on about 10 minutes out. Sarah's doing a fantastic job in the chat. Thank you, Sarah. Alison Taylor, how's it going? Andreas in the US. Whereabouts in the US are you? So this is actually Jet 2 to Fuerteventura, the 800 series that's coming out first. The 300 series behind that is the Dubrovnik flight. Ooh, Amelia says we've passed 200 likes. Thanks guys. Exactly. Ben Moore, who must be on the climb out for a 1-4. How are you doing, Ben? There is a very, very big black cell, weather cell coming from behind us. If it does chuck it down, guys, I'll have to put the brolly up and hide the computer and everything, so I'll disappear from the chat while the shower moves through. It does look very black behind us. Right, Jet 2 to Fuerteventura, just lining up. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. Right, Jet 2 to Dubrovnik next. And there's an aircraft on finals as well, a couple of miles out. So Jet 2 from Zakynthos on short finals. Still quite a stiff crosswind. Seem to be handling this crosswind quite well. Put the rolly up to that.
First aircraft going long today. The umbrella is up.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Right, the umbrella's up, guys, so I'm just out of the chat for the next few minutes, just while this little shower moves through. I've hidden the computer. Hopefully it's not going to do much. Can just see my screen. Blick Fang, hello Blick. Alright, here we go, Jet 2 to Dubrovnik next to go. So this is one of the old 300 series. Mike says, oh no, the dreaded rain, he's just washed his car. Missing us. Umbrella back down again. I think it stopped. I think that big cell is it's just might just be missing us. Touch wood, fingers crossed. Alan Bewley, hello Alan. Scott Roots, good afternoon. And Pilot David, how are you doing David? Lovely to see you. Yeah, it's a bit blustery up here, the wind's straight across the runway. The weather's, it doesn't know what to do at the moment. There's a massive big black cell that's just missed us. Just to give us a few spots of rain a few minutes ago. Stopped at the moment. See all the passengers getting onto the Ryanair. So we've got 5 Jet 2s, 1 Ryanair and an Aer Lingus ATR on the ramp at the moment. Aircraft on finals, Tom.
I'm coming. Is it Sun Express maybe?
I'll have a look on flight radar. I had the computer covered up while that rain went through. Sun Express, it is not. It is Jet 2 from Tenerife South for 737-800. Jeremy Grant, hello Jeremy. Wubba Chicken, how are you doing? Peter Kingston, hello Peter. She's here, look, a supermodel from the Netherlands, or in the Netherlands, Marjolein. Oh, very warm welcome. Bet you've been to the shop. Shall I got the beers in for tonight? Ooh, and that has just gone past taxiway Delta, literally by 20 feet. Just going to have to do a slight 180. Jeremy saying it's not raining in Leeds. No, that shower that just went through, it's just gone to the north of the field. We just caught a few spots of it, and hopefully it's passing by now. Oh, Laura Maloney on a rescue mission to Heathrow tomorrow. I'll take your camera, get some pickies. Ah, Queenie with the explanation why that Jet 2 went up to Newcastle. Thanks for that. Yeah, it looks like we're all round to Marjolein's house for party night tonight then. We have another aircraft on long finals. Tom, these flies are driving me mad.
Well, they're not going anywhere,
No,
so get used to them.
Very annoying. Ron, good afternoon. Marjolein says I don't drink. Party's off. Right, next to land, Jet 2 from Rhodes. Another 738. This time it's red and silver. And that one has made the turn. Rebecca Berry, good afternoon. Marjolein says no party. Have we to have a party instead then, Tom?
I think we're going to have to...
Oh, we'll have a party instead. Everybody round to ours. Wouldn't that be bizarre if you all turned up? Aer Lingus pushing back. Going back to Belfast. There's a Jet 2... I'm saying just pushed back. That might be the one that's just... No, it's pushed back. I'm getting me Jet 2s all muddled up. There's an Aer Lingus pushed back and a Jet 2 pushed back. Oh. Just idiot. Lyndon Barber, how are you doing? Danny Jones, is it your birthday, Danny? How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, Gemma says, will there be Jaffa cake? I'm having a Jaffa cake cake on my birthday. A Jaffa cake. I'm not sure if that exists, so I might have to make it myself. Ron says, wind action. Yeah, we've got a crosswind today. It's quite a strong wind actually coming straight across the runway from the south. Spitting again. Danny, happy birthday. 35 today. Danny, guess what I don't have? I've not brought the glasses and I've not brought the hat. I do apologise. I'll take it tomorrow. You can have a belated birthday wish tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, buddy. Tom's parents coming in later on from Reyes. 7. No, we'll be gone by 7, I would imagine. I do apologise. Wasn't planning on doing a really big stream today. I do tend to save the bigger ones for Manchester on a Sunday. Another aircraft on finals as well. Paul Holt, new to the channel, a very warm welcome. Wubba Chicken asking, will we be streaming next Friday? There is it. We do often do Fridays because I get out of work a little bit earlier. And there's quite a few aircraft on a Friday evening, so yeah, never say never. Right, next aircraft. Just about to come over the piano keys. This looks like the Sun Express from Antalya. You can tell they're not used to the airport, because if they'd kept the brakes on there, they'd have made the turn. And that's gone right to the end to turn around. Bill Wilkinson, how are you doing? That sounds nice. We've got to go around, guys. Ryanair's gone around. That's probably due to the Sun Express still on the runways that's gone right to the end. So that is the Ryanair that's gone around. Due to spacing, the Sun Express went right to the end. It's taken its time to backtrack and come back. Wayne Smith, hello to you. Wayne, on an evening it's a bit hit and miss. We come up whenever we can. I work full time, 44 hours a week. Tom's at school, so it's through the week we do what we can, and yeah, then at weekends, Saturday and Sunday, we try to bring you a stream Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday at Manchester. Michael says I was hiding in the bushes. I'm not sure what I was doing there. I was trying to put the toga emoji in and I kept pressing enter and my name came up and no emoji. I had to do it about 4 times for it to show. Not sure why. So there, that's Sun Express from Antalya, 737-800. Nice to see. JW Dutch, how are you doing? So that looks like it's going in for stand number 10. Can't remember if I said hello to Anthony Peel. How are you doing, Anthony? Marjolein says, has the mud gone? It's not as bad as it was, but no, it's still there. Reese Owens, good afternoon. JC Adept, how are you doing? Jet 2 to Malaga. The old 300s. Ryanair pushing back from stand 8. We've got another inbound as well, a Jet 2 from Heraklion on long finals. Ryanair making its way back round as well for another approach.
Aer Lingus looks to be taking it short.
Yeah. Lingus to Belfast. Paul Holtz on the Jaffa cakes. That's not fair. Save me one. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, you're wondering why we're having to be so zoomed in on the departures. It's because we're behind the fence. If we zoom out too much, you'll end up seeing a load of black lines all over your screen. So we do have to keep the camera quite zoomed in to get through the fence. It's the downside to Leeds up at this end. There's very few places you can see without looking through the fence. Cosmo Joe says make a Jaffa Cake cocktail. That sounds nice. Right, Jet 2 from Crete, next to land. This looks a bit high. Oof, slammed it down. Jonathan Earnshaw, hello Jonathan. Patrick says, better hurry up, that Ryanair's on finals. No, still a few miles out. It's okay this time. Robert Smith, good afternoon, Robert. Right, so this is the Ryanair. You're looking at, not the one I'm looking at, Tom. Right, Ryanair on finals. This is coming in from Dublin. This is the one that did a go around. It's now tracked in the top 10 as well on Flight Radar. Stamping on the brakes and showing Sun Express how it's done, making the turn onto Delta. Anthony James popping on to give us a like, thanks buddy. Emma Bentley, hello Emma. Jay, good afternoon to you. Huge thank you to Marjolein, who's gifted a membership.
Thank you, Marjolein.
That's gone to Rebecca Berry, who's in the chat. It's lovely to see. Many, many thanks, and congrats, Rebecca. Very kind indeed, much appreciated. Patrick says the Eastern, just quarter of an hour out. That'll be in from Amsterdam, operating for KLM. Right, Ryanair to Riga next to go. Oops, chapped. Lips along. Philip Hoyton, hello again, Philip. Michael Thomas, I don't think there's any set distance on the distance to go out after a go around. I think that'll be up to the pilot. There we go. Patrick says the wind is gusting up to 2-4 at the moment, straight across the runway. Tony Lee, hello and thanks. Right, here we go, Ryanair to Riga. There's a Jet 2 taxiing out as well. I almost missed Ruth in the chat. Mrs. Hawker, hello Ruth, how are you doing? And Amelia says we've passed 300 likes. That is very kind, thanks guys, helps the channel, much appreciated. Right, so Jet 2 to Parma next to go. This is another one of the oldies, 300 series 737s. This one is Fox Mike. Right guys, bear with me 2 seconds, I'm just going to have to plug a few things in, the battery's starting to get a little bit low on the encoder. 2 ticks, I'll be right back. damaging the tripod trying to plug it in, I'm sorry. There we go. There we go. Jet 2 to Palmer. Wilson Hurst to local at Leeds, a warm welcome to you. Who says Easton's just gone over, so that's going to be going downwind for runway 14, so that's going to be swinging round onto the finals in the next few minutes. Looking across, there's 8 aircraft on the ramp at the moment, a mixture of Jet 2s, Ryanairs and a Sun Express. Been a bit dead on the BizJet side of things so far today. There is a Global Express and a Phenom on multi-flight east. It's yeah, very quiet on the Biz front. Passenger just getting off that 7-3. Passengers getting off the Ryanair as well. And that is the last aircraft on the ramp. Super Mod Colin's in the chat. Hello, Colin. Alan, you all right? All right. There's a Jet 2 pinging that leads to Kefalonia, and I think, Tom, that's on star number 9, about to push back on the left of the Sun Express.
This one.
It's got the beacon flashing. Is that stand 9? I think it is.
It says 9 above it.
That'll be 9 then. Janet says, I wish that tree would move. I'm afraid wherever we go at Leeds now, there's trees or there's something in the way. There is one spot you can park down by the cemetery where you can see the whole runway. But trying to get that parking spot is mission impossible. And of course, from down by the cemetery, you can't see any of the ramp. You can see about two stands on the ramp, and then you can't see any of the others, so you don't get the ramp view like we're getting now. There was another location, what's known as the bomb holes, up on the hill behind the hangars. That's limited views as well. That gives you a good view of the ramp, but not a very good view of the runway. Lots of trees in the way. There was the location we went to yesterday, which is a bit further down the path. That's good for lining up shots on 3-2. We got to see them touching down and just about lifting off yesterday. But yeah, the fence was in the way a bit there, and some trees as well. There's the multi-flight cafe. That's a pay and display area, but that's you behind a fence. And then there's the location we're in now, which is obviously behind the fence. There's the trees to us right, but it is a good spot, is this, when they're on runway 14. We get some nice touchdown shots. And we get to see every stand as well. We can even see half of the BizJet ramp as well. So I think, at the moment, I think this is my favourite spot at Leeds at the moment. Oh, Bob's in the chat. Amimam Travels, who has been to the Riverside pub in Ilkley. I know it well. Know it well. We've been doing a bit of videoing. That Jet 2 is pushing back, Tom. There it is. Here it comes. So that's out to Kefalonia. Sam Smith. Hello, Sam. Yeah, Patrick's saying the viewing areas around here suck. If you're doing photography and you just want a picture, there's quite a few decent locations, but for doing the videos and the streaming, it's tricky. It is tricky. Aircraft on finals as well, Tom, which I believe will be the Eastern from Amsterdam. About a mile out, maybe 2.
The best livery we'll see today.
You've been sarcastic.
Maybe.
Matthew, we have been to Heathrow, but not to stream from that, so it's on the to-do list. Melissa Jackson-Bailey, how are you doing? Yeah, there you go. Look, Keddy's been down to the cemetery as well, and yeah, the bushes are all in the way. It's a shame, because that used to be a brilliant spot. Right, here we go. Embraer from Amsterdam. Very nose-up landing. Oh, we're wobbling in the wind. Like Tom says, not the best colour scheme we'll see today. That is the same aircraft we saw yesterday, actually. No writing on this side. There is a few titles on the other side. There's a little operated by KLM sticker on the other side. Down near the front door, it's been hidden by that engine at the moment.
Almost see it.
Mike says charter flight question mark. No, that is it's the Amsterdam service. It's Eastern Airlines. It's operating for KLM. bugs everywhere. Flies, and I'm getting bitten on my arms and blooming things. Ah, Steve Metcalf, hello Steve. That's interesting. So maybe it wasn't the backtracking Sun Express that caused the problem then. Although I think it would probably had to go around anyway where the Sun Express was. That would have been a bit too tight. Steve reckons it was down to an unstable approach. Right, Jet 2 taxiing out, KLM taxiing in. Keep calling it KLM, don't I? Eastern. David liking the white planes. I'm not with you on that one, David. Nat Plays Beam says, how do you get smooth footage, Tom? That's over to you. How do you get this smooth footage?
A good tripod.
And a very steady hand. You can always tell when I get hold of the camera because it's never as still as Tom's.
I think you should do this next departure.
He says with a big smile on his face.
Come on, do it.
Do you want me to have a go? Oh boy. Go on then. Right guys, don't type anything into the chat for the next minute or I'll lose where I am. Nice and quiet in the chat.
So I
right.
do it until it takes off.
No, I've got it now.
You sure?
Oh, yeah, off you go. You're sacked. You're sacked. You're redundant.
Right, see you later.
See you later. Nice to see you. Nice knowing you. Toodle pip. Right, I've got the camera. Right, me behind the camera. Right, you tell me when I go wrong, Tom.
You're looking a little bit dark there.
Dark?
Yeah, let's just darken it a bit more.
Oh.
There you go.
We lightened it up a little bit. You can't keep sticking your head in front of the monitor though, that's not... How can I see the monitor if you stick your head in front of it? Look, now he's shaking my hand. Right, here we go, Jet 2 to somewhere, because I'm not looking at the screen, I'm on the computer. Right, here we go, let's see how I do. Hold on, this could be the sketchiest takeoff of the day. Do you want your camera back?
To be fair, you didn't do that bad.
There you go. Yeah, it's not easy behind the fence. That was Jet 2 to Kefalonia, by the way. Marjolein says Tom doesn't trust me. Little bit unfair there though, Tom. You was getting in the way, your feet were in the way, you kept putting your head in the way.
Well, to be fair, you do the same, so...
I'm gonna do now. Colin, behave. Devil's advocate, you're sacked. Steve Dawson, hello. Adrian says, give it back to Tom. He's back on it. Right, so it's time for a Leeds lull, I think. Nothing on approach. It does give us a chance to have a nosy around the ramp. Oh, many thanks, Patrick. Robert's given me an 8. Says I could have done with a bit of zoom down on the loop. That's when Tom was telling me to brighten it up. So my concentration was on the shutter speed and the aperture. That's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Tend not to use the automatic settings, don't we, Tom? We tend to try and do everything manually. I think you do tend to learn more about the camera as well doing it manually. Roof's chuckling at us as well. Thank you, Roof. Matthew says there's a NetJet citation due in fairly soon. What time's that due in? I did see that on Flight Radar, but I can't remember what time it was. Cheers, Wubber. Yeah, Patrick's saying he does it automatically. You do, yeah, just try your manual settings, Patrick. You do tend to learn a lot more about the about how it all works if you do it in manual. It takes a bit of getting used to. We've found quite often the auto settings can overexpose things, and especially if you're in changeable conditions. Life with Jade, good afternoon. Captain Logie, good afternoon to you too. Right, I'll pinch his camera again. I'm going to have a sweep from left to right, so that's the aircraft that's most to the left. Jet 2. That is on stand number 7, I think that is. And we've got the Eastern Embraer 190 which came in from Amsterdam. That's on stand 8. Stand 9 is empty. Stand 10 is the Sun Express 737-800. We'll be going back out to Antalya later on. That's the new terminal in the background. Stand 11's got a Jet 2 on it, 737. I think 12's empty. 13's got Ryanair. Another 737-800. And as we carry on down the ramp, more Jet 2s. Another Jet 2. And one more right down the very end. And there we go, that's the last one. So that's the state of play at the moment. Danny says we've got 2 steps that are ramps. Somewhere down near the stand 21. Not quite sure I know what you mean there, Danny. Do you mean like a wheelchair access steps? Oh, there went a bad shot. It's 300. Good afternoon. Robert says, could Tom keep up with military jets? I don't think that's something he's ever tried yet. Although you did do some at Blackpool.
Got to Blackpool, didn't we?
We did go to Blackpool last year, and we did a few videos from there. That's on our YouTube page. It's a video, not a stream. Danny says a ramp that goes back on itself, so that's going to be quite a big ramp. Let's see if we can see what Danny's talking about. We'll nip down to stand. Is it one of that lot, Danny, down there? Must be down there somewhere. Not quite sure which ones I'm looking at. That's about all we can see. Next arrival, Jet 2 in half an hour. Thanks, Patrick. Hopefully we'll get a departure or two before then. I was just planning on a fairly short stream today, around about the 2.5 hour, maybe to 3 hour mark, so we're not going to be banging on for too much longer. Yeah, hopefully we'll see a couple more departures before we finish. Bradley Callahan, hello. Yeah, Danny, I think I see which one you're talking about. It's all gone a bit quiet at the minute. It has, hasn't it? The NetJets citation that we mentioned earlier, that's due at 7:30. And also, who remembers the Leeds East stream we did a few weeks ago? The little PA-31, American PA-31, November 5, Lima Lima, which was right in front of us. Well, that is just west of the field at the moment. In fact, Amimam Travels, if you look up now, that's about to go over Addingham. I'm just wondering if that's going to come in here. Aircraft do tend to swing round over Addingham when they're coming. I'll keep my eye on that one. It might just be passing by. Hit 300 says, does Jet 2 have them winglets? Oh, more bad shots on the golf course. Yes, there's some of they all have wing tips, and some of them have the split scimitars. Is there just one 737 without wingtips, Tom? Sorry? Is there just one 737 without wingtips of Jet 2? Is it GDFF Fox
definitely
Fox?
One.
A big thank you to Joanne Ingham, who's gifted a membership.
Oh, thank you, Joanne.
Thank you very much. That's very kind, much appreciated. And that has gone to Carrie J. Congrats to you. Thank you, Joanne.
Yep, thank you.
Colin Mush says, how close are we to 23,000 subscribers? We're fairly close, actually. I think when I looked this morning, we might have been about 70 away. That's a mind-boggling amount of subscribers. It's very, very kind, much appreciated. Mike Clipsham, take care. David says, can we have a Leeds East stream again? So, yeah, we will definitely be going back there. We was going to go back for the Spitfire the other day, actually, and the weather was not great. So we thought we would need it to be reasonably busy there to do a stream from, and it was quite windy. The Spitfire did fly, but there wasn't much else going off, which was a bit of a shame. Oh, Danny Jones says that's Navajo, the American November 5 Lima Lima took off from a racing course. Cheers, Danny. Heather Ruan, how are you doing, Heather? Heather's still banging them old photographs onto Facebook, really enjoying seeing them. I think the last one I saw was Air Transat TriStar he posted here at Leeds. All loads come out together, isn't it? Devil's Advocate says you deserve more subs. We're very, very happy and pleased with what we have got. It's proud to say they're all genuine as well. There are some channels out there that have definitely bought a sub or two. But yeah, it's all genuine. Jim Sefton, hello Jim. Ian Robbins, hello Ian. Patrick says we've got a little SR22 Cirrus due in about 20 minutes. That is the Sun Express. Is that my eyes, Tom, or have the steps been taken away?
It looks almost ready.
Yeah, it does. Turn that round pretty quickly. It says any A320 Neos. We've had EasyJet's brought a few in. Wizz brought a couple in. And other than that, I think that's about it. Damien Wrigglesworth, how are you doing? Janet, thank you. Take care now. Karma. Oh, Justice, Tom's teasing me behind the camera and he's just been stung by a nettle. That is karma. That is karma at its best.
Ridiculous.
Philip Bell, hello Philip. John, sorry, missed your messages there. Says, guess I'm not into rugby. No, it's not one of my favourite sports. I've never been into rugby. I can remember back many years ago, back at school, in the PE, and the teacher threw the rugby ball to me. I caught it, and he says, it was the biggest lad in school, and he says, run at him.
I guess you didn't run at him.
I ran at him and I got about 3 feet away and then dived to the floor, missed him and then run off. I'm not getting clobbered by that guy. So yeah, not my cup of tea. Damien says, is Wizz bringing new flights to Leeds? It's, I think we've got, is it 10 or 11 at the moment, Tom? I think next year it's going up to 12. I'd say, yeah, it's not a big jump. Right, we do have an inbound about 5 minutes out. Jet 2 from Heraklion. It's just out over, it's over Bob again. It's over Addingham, just about to turn in. November 928 Sierra Kilo, Little Cirrus looks to be heading in our direction as well. I think that might be the one that Patrick mentioned. Just Aviation, welcome back. Bren Fred, hello to you. There's going to be a local this summer. Yeah, there's a few spots around the field. There's where we are now. There's up on behind the hangars. There's down by the cemetery at the end of the runway. There is the cafe. Not really anything on the terminal side unless you're flying out. Well, there's a car park by the Costa. I think there's a little bench over there as well, but I don't think there's any parking unless you're actually going to Costa. So yeah, there's a few spots around the field. Come on, Leeds, give us a movement. It's gone very quiet. Get the feeling that everything's going to push back together here, don't you? Looks to be 2 or 3 aircraft that are nearly ready. Dude, it's on finals, isn't it? They're doing early. Jet 2. See if we can pick up on it early. Manual focus. You can hear the little SR22 in the background as well. It's coming in from Oxford. Also got the Jet 2 on long finals. We'll go early on that one. You might have to manual focus that, Tom. It's miles out.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Right, so finally, some action. Jet 2 from Heraklion, which has just gone over Hamimam Travels. Is that the nettle? And Joanne Ingham. Yeah. Sorry, getting distracted. Are we going to Blackpool Air Show this year? Are we?
If the weather's nice.
Yep, if the weather's all right, I think we will. And I think we'll see. We'll try and stream it. I'm not sure if it was so busy last year you couldn't. I don't think we could have. But we'll try. We will try. Tony Lee asking if there'll be a smoking area in the new terminal. I don't know about that. This looks to be coming in quite fast. Battling the wind. Whoa! Really fast. Hit the brakes. That's what you call coming in hot. Cosmo Joe says Ryanair to Parma, pinging. Ryanair to Parma's on the move. Actually, it's been pushed out of the way. Sarah says pilot's wanting a cup of Yorkshire tea. I think they'll need one after that landing. That was a bit fast and wild. Three on, good afternoon. Adrian Burrows asking about the 681 lounge, and Sun Express is pushing back, saying, does that get its name through the elevation above sea level? At a guess, I would say yes. I know that is about exactly the elevation above sea level, so I'd be very surprised if that's not the reason. Cirrus just touching down.
Oh yeah, Cirrus touching down.
Yeah, sneaking in on us. The Wive, it's a good job you said that. We was looking over there. Like I said, Tom, everything is pushing back together. Eastern's pushing back, Sun Express is pushing back. Ryanair's been moved over right onto the Eastern apron for some reason. So that's November 928 Sierra Kilo, an SR22 Cirrus from Oxford. Right, 4 aircraft pinging on the ramp at the moment. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to hang around for these departures. We'll get this batch of departures, and then we'll probably wrap things up for today. Wow. Wow. Big gust of wind all of a sudden. Bad news, Tom.
The wind is favouring.
The wind has swung her right around, and at the moment it's favouring runway 32. Be interesting to see what happens here. The wind is, well, by the windsock at the side of us, heavily favouring 32 at the moment. Every Jet 2 pushing back, everything's coming out together. We're going to get a busy run of departures before we wrap this one up. Leafern 43, good evening. Looks like it might be Eastern that's going to come out first. Oh, placing bets, Tom. I'm going for 3-2.
I'll say 1-4.
It could be that the wind is swirling around these trees and affecting the windsock at the side of us, because the one down there is probably still pretty much as it was across the runway. Nope, it's free too. They've changed. We were right. So, that is a shame for us. Well, we'll get to see the lift-off, guys.
This might take it short.
Yeah, fingers crossed. If the Eastern takes it short, we'll get a cracking view. But the 737 certainly won't take it short. And as you've seen earlier on as well with the lift-off shots, we can't see down that end of the runway.
Could just move one,
But then you can't see lift-offs. Does mean we get a very, very nice close-up view as they taxi up towards us on taxiway Delta. Colin says we're closing in on 400 likes. That's a lot of likes for a little Leeds stream, so thank you very much. Danny says there's only 42 passengers on this Eastern. There's a good chance it might go short. Well, we'll soon see. Carrying too much speed, I think it's going to go. No, it's going to do the backtrack. So that will disappear down behind the fence and trees. We'll come back to that when it's on the roll. Sun Express just about ready to taxi out. We've got a Jet 2 ready as well. And I'm presuming Ryanair's probably not ready to go. It has pushed back, but they've pushed it right back onto a remote stand, so maybe it's got a bit of a wait on its slot. Marjolein says we have hit 400 likes. Thanks, guys. It's very kind. Helps the channel. It's much appreciated. Lee W. Good afternoon, Lee. Got one. Milkshake.
At least we see the climb out now.
Some pretty serious crabbing going on there as well. Sun Express starting to taxi. Adrian says, has Tom googled Abbey ramps? We'll have a look later on tonight. It's them ramps over there. It's apparently double back on themselves.
Ramps?
Yeah, rather than steps. Something like that.
Express for Saturday.
Yeah, Danny's saying there's only 33 passengers on this Sun Express. And Danny, do you know why it started operating on a Saturday afternoon? Don't think we've never had a Sun Express on a Saturday afternoon before, have we? I'm not sure. Is this a permanent thing now? Well, that is very poor passenger numbers. So a nice view as the taxi up Taxiway Delta. Sun Express and Jet 2 coming out. Sun Express going to Antalya down in Turkey. Jet 2 behind, also going to Antalya in Turkey. It's an extra flights for the kids' holidays, and then goes back to 4 a week, so it's not a permanent thing. It's a shame for us. Six aircraft on the ground pinging at the moment. Tell it's like that was quite an early rotation. Right, Jet 2 to Antalya. everywhere though. Yeah, it's pretty much everywhere.
Is that nice?
I like them. Here we go, Jet 2 on the roll. We'll pick it up as it comes past. Two more Jet 2s about to come out, Lanzarote and Pathos. Ryanair still waiting patiently on the eastern end. Adrian reckons you could do the military stuff, Tom. It's a bit tricky for him. It's even trickier now they're on 3-2. We did say at the beginning of the stream, didn't we? We thought that might happen, and it did. Fortunately, all the thunder activity, the big cells that were around us, seems to have mainly missed us. We just got the odd spot or two earlier on.
No, I think we did alright today.
Yeah, I think we got away with one there. Yeah, John says the Ryanair's on the naughty step. I think it must be waiting for a slot. So this is Jet 2 to Pathos in Cyprus, 737-800. Seb, hello Seb. And this is the Jet 2 to Lanzarote. Katie Scarlett, how are you doing, Katie? Adrian singing your praises in the chat, Tom.
Thank you, Adrian.
Cheers, Adrian. So we'll grab these two departures, and then if the Ryanair hasn't moved, we're going to wrap this one up for today. Head off and get some tea. Mr. Bear, good evening, or good afternoon. Chris PL, hello, how are you doing? Ah, you were stood by us on Wednesday down at Manchester. Hope you had a good day out. Oh, that's rolling long. Whoa, get up.
Nearly gone off the runway.
Wow. That doesn't get much longer than that. Wow. Yeah, I guess that was pretty heavy.
Where was it going?
It's going to Pathos. So yeah. The Lanzarote flight's probably going to do something similar, actually. Patty Kerbo's in the chat as well, and Dean, hello to you both over in the USA, hope you're keeping well. Is it good afternoon or good morning over there in America? I would hazard a guess sometime around lunchtime. Yeah, Robert says, paid to use the runway and gonna make the most of it. It certainly did, didn't it? Right to the end. That's one of the latest takeoffs I've seen. I'll have to have a look at that when I get home. It was it airborne before the piano keys, guys?
I think it was after the piano keys.
Yeah, have a look back in the chat, guys. Scroll back about a minute or two. See where it actually lifted off the ground. It did seem very long. The guys down at the cemetery had a very good view. I was probably running for cover. Patty says it's still early in the morning over there. Right, let's see where this one lifts up.
A little bit earlier.
Oh, just here. Nice. That was Jet 2 to Lanzarote. Webby2168, hello to you. Says hello from the other side of the fence. Whereabouts on the other side of the fence? Seb says it lifted on the piano keys. Yeah, that's a fair old roll. Julie Schofield, hello Julie, says, can you wish my hubby a belated happy birthday? He was 60 on Thursday. Mark, happy birthday, belated happy birthday, 60. Marty Abbott, how are you doing? Right, I will have a look on flight radar and make sure we're not going to miss anything, and there doesn't look to be any sign of this taxiing out at the moment. Jet 2 from Jersey on finals, so we'll catch that one. Sadly, the location run we can't. We might just get to see it touchdown if we're lucky. This is a better location for runway 140. It is a shame they're swapped. And wow, Patty Kerbo, a whopping thank you. Sending us a $50 super chat.
Well, thank you, Patty.
That is really kind. Thank you so much to Patty and Dean over in the USA. Very kind, big supporters of the channel. Really appreciated. We will put that to good use. It is very kind, much appreciated.
Yep, thank you so much.
Very, very kind indeed. Oh, finally. Ryanair on the move. So this is Ryanair to Parma. I think, did somebody say in the chat they had relatives on this one earlier on? I'm pretty sure somebody did.
I think I can hear this Jet 2 on finals.
Good afternoon to Squirrel. Little 300 series 737 from Jersey. Terry Torment, TT, hello Terry. Oh, there's another Jet 2 pushing back as well. Yeah, Sarah, that rings a bell. 9HQDU, the reg on that one, Maltese registered. We'll come back to that. No problem, Rebecca, thanks for being here. Patty says, heading our way in August, looking forward to it. Whereabouts are you going, Patty? You're coming up to Yorkshire this time? And who are you flying with, and what are you flying on? Dot Brownlow, good afternoon, Dot. That Jet 2 is going in for stand number 7.
Being marshalled in.
To Palmer. I think this one will rotate a little bit earlier. Right, who wants one more? Right, this will be our last for today, guys. This is Jet 2, 737-800, going out to Dalaman in Turkey. Just about ready to taxi away. Really? Could do. Or fish and pips. What, from Cavendish Street? Yeah. There's a little recorder there. Oh, Patty coming across on the Delta A339, very nice, that's a new aircraft. Doing Edinburgh, Leeds, Manchester and the Cotswolds. Excellent. Well, should our paths cross, I'll buy you a nice bottle of vino. Air Action 2257, very good afternoon. Yeah, Patty, it is. It's nice in places. It's got its rough spots as well, just I suppose like everywhere. Joanne says, what's for tea tonight? We've just been having that discussion behind the camera. Tom, you're fancying either a pizza or a kebab?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
So it's going to be one of them two. Finn Sykes, hello. I think there's another one pushing back as well, Tom, and we'll get that as well then. We're not going to miss that. I think there's somebody in the chat wanting to see it go as well. So if that is the Tenerife flight, is that the Tenerife flight, guys? Looks like it's pushed and about ready to taxi out. So yeah, we'll have 2 more. Why not?
It's never ending.
How's your battery? How's your camera battery?
Fine.
Okay. Yeah, just checked on the flight radar. This is the Tenerife flight, 737-800. Joanne's got a chicken curry in this slow cooker. That sounds nice. Right, Jet 2 to Dalaman, just about to roll. Lifting off a lot earlier than the other 2 as well. Hard to tell on that screen, isn't it? That's better. What did you do? Right, here we go. Jet 2 taxiing out. So this definitely is the last one from us, I think. There's it. You could tell it was me filming that one, couldn't you? So that will disappear off behind the big ugly fence. There it is, look. Gives you a sort of a good idea of where we stood and the state of the path as well. Look at this path, guys. Look at that. Not very well maintained. Yeah, what overexposed on lights when it came up to 4,000. It's done you on it. And Helen Robinson. Hello, Helen. Helen, no, I've not got outdone either today. Absolutely nothing. Done a park run, then come straight plane spotting. And then we're going to go home, grab a quick bite to eat, and then it's the football, guys. It's the Champions League final tonight. So we'll watch a bit of that. Inter Milan against PSG.
Who do you think's going to win?
Inter. You think PSG, don't you?
Yeah.
Jet 2 to Tenerife South. Richard Hinchcliffe, Hinchcliffe, down in Lanzarote. Hello, Richard.
It's another very long row.
Oh yeah, it's very heavy. No wind assistance either. The wind's straight across. Wow, awesome. Nice way to finish. Right, guys, that is it for today. We are done. Kaputskis, we're off. So we'll be, all being well, we will be down at Manchester tomorrow lunchtime. Moderators, whopping thank you for being there. Amazing job as per usual. The ops car's out on manoeuvres. Tom, I'm not sure if this was the guy that's in the chat earlier that was saying at the other side of the fence. It might be the ops car. We'll give him a wave as he comes past. If he comes past. Nope, he's spying on us. Come on, have a drive past, give us a wave. Right, where do we got to? Oh, a lot of likes as well for a Leeds stream. Over 450 likes. Goodness me, thanks guys, that's very kind. Helps the channel, so much appreciated. A couple of new subscribers, a very warm welcome to you guys. And we've had some lovely super chats and members and gifted members and memberships renewed, so that is really kind, much appreciated. And we are slowly creeping towards 23,000 subscribers as well, which with a bit of luck we might reach that tomorrow. So many thanks. Right, so thanks for watching. Shame they went back to runway 32, but can't win them all, can we? So from me and Tom, we'll say good night, enjoy the football if you're watching it, and we'll see you tomorrow down at Manchester. Cheerio, folks.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, hello. Who wants one more? Something's sneaking in on us. Well, that caught us unawares, didn't it? A little German phenom. Delta Charlie, Alpha Fox. That's quite rare as well, actually making the turn straight onto multi-flight. They normally have to do a little backtrack. That's got the speed off very quickly. Well, that's a nice way to finish. Right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now. That was a word, yeah.